Biffle, and I am broadcasting live from Yucaipa, California, Southern California, high atop Mount Yucaipa. Those of you who know your geography know that Mount Yucaipa is the tallest of the mountains in the Yucaipan mountain range. Look it up, my friends. Here we go. Teaching Challenging Kids 102. What was 101? Well, 101 was our instructional techniques. We're up to lesson 5, level 5, the bullseye game, brought to you free of charge with a joyful heart by WholeBrainTeaching.com. Here we go. Our two favorite birds, Biffy Bluebird and his brother Bobby Bluebird. Biffy, how you doing?
Well, I'm doing fine, Coach. What if someone wants a copy of these slides or professional development credit, whatever that is, because we don't have that in Bluebird Planet?
Bobby, can you give us the answer? Easy breezy. Details are at the end of the program. Thank you, Bobby. Folks, this is program 526. I'll remind you of that number again and tell you why it's important by the end of the broadcast. Let's jump into it. Here's the big picture for whole brain teaching. 3 big chunks. Daily instruction techniques, which we have covered 1 to 7. They're online in the middle of the homepage where you're watching right now. Then a year-long classroom management system. That's like a living video game with 6 or 7 levels. We're at level 5 right now, the bullseye game. And then also we have basic skills, because we're teachers just like you. We want to teach the whole child, the whole class, the whole year. And so we have programs on reading, math, writing, state standards, soon to be Common Core standards, critical thinking, leadership training, the whole enchilada. My friends, because we are teachers here at Whole Brain Teaching, we're not specialists, we're generalists. And so over the last 13 years, we've created a package perhaps only rivaled in its completeness by Montessori, a completely different kind of system, but we're trying to do the whole thing. Classroom management, instruction techniques, reading, writing, everything. I think we're in pretty good shape, except relationships with parents. We need to find a way to get parents involved. I'm sure you agree with that. But that's maybe our next major unit. Let's look at the next slide, my friends. Here we go. Now, you've got some questions coming in, and we're going to answer those questions. Budsley, help out. Margie, glad to have you online. So here are the 7 levels. The first level is the scoreboard for the whole class. Then practice cards for individual kids. Then the guff counter for back talk. Independence for rebel cliques, kids who band together. We covered that last week. And now the bullseye game for the toughest of the tough kids. Vanessa Miles, good to have you online. Love to see some of my old friends and my new friends. But folks, if you've never explored the bullseye game, here is one of our favorite teachers, Ms. Linenthal.
Hiya, Coach.
Ms. Linenthal, good to see you. Are you feeling better?
Oh, I feel great tonight, Coach. But I got a question for you. What should I do if after levels 1 to 4 on the scoreboard, I still have students who are immune to penalty?
Oh, Ms. Linenthal, that's a great question.
Thank you, Coach. I can't wait for your answer.
Here's another of our teaching friends.
What if I've tried everything and nothing works?
That's one of our more excitable teaching friends. And Bivy Bluebird says,
Then it's time for the bullseye game.
so here's the deal. Here's the deal, my friends. What do we mean by a maximally challenging child? 2 things. 3, everything you've tried hasn't worked, and you've tried a lot of stuff. And we have a lot of stuff to try in whole brain teaching. So we encourage you to try all of our techniques that are reviewed in these videos. So 1, you've tried a lot of stuff, nothing works. Number 2, when you've tried things that involve peer pressure, the child acts as if they've got no peers. And in some ways they don't. They're living alone on Lonely Island. And what other people think of them doesn't matter. In fact, here's the 3D effect. Glass is coming off already. We've had some kids who thrive on negative peer pressure. You got one like that? This game is for them. As soon as I get to it. Glasses back on. Yes, a shot of California Clear. So 2 things. 1, you've tried a lot of stuff, nothing works. They're independent of peer pressure. And penalties, penalties are like, what am I doing? What am I doing? Cotton candy. That's what I'm doing. You throw a penalty at them, it's like you give them a big ball of cotton candy. Come on, teacher. Is that the best you got? That's a challenging kid. Tell me out there, folks, if you got kids like that. I'd like to hear about it. Because I got something up my short sleeves here for kids just like that. Classroom tested. Yes, Sweet Tech, he loves practice cards. All right, my friends. So, let's be agreed on this. If the child is immune to peer pressure, there can be no peer pressure to change their behavior. If they're immune to penalty, there can be no penalty to change their behavior. So you got to have something that's one-on-one and that's all reward. Are you seeing this? You see where I'm going? All right. Now, here's the bullseye game. Take a look at it. After you've tried a lot of stuff, you go in with a big bullseye. Make it big, my friends. It'll get everybody's attention. Yes, Brainiac teacher, one-on-one and all reward. So you have a big bullseye labeled 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. You put it up in the front of the room. And instantly, the kids are going to say, "What's that? What's that for?" And you come back with this. You say, "It's a game for one of my friends in class." Oh, yeah. Now, in a one-on-one session with your challenging kid, and my friends, let's just stop here 1 second. We'll call the challenging kid Sam. That's part of our WBT terminology. It's Sam for Samuel, Sam for Samantha. So you talk to Sam one-on-one. First thing you say is, Sam, this is going to shock Sam out of his or her mind. You say, "Sam, I'm not mad at you." How refreshing a way is that to start? "I'm not mad at you, Sam. You know, we do have these issues. We're dealing with them in terms of notes home and other things, but this is not me being mad at you." That gets their attention right away. And then you say, you see that big scoreboard, Sam? I brought it in for you. It's a game you and I are going to play, just the two of us. All right. You might see the crinkle of a smile in Sam's face. Because Sam's used to another kind of reaction from adults. He's getting this other kind of reaction at home, he or she. And here's the deal with Sam. Scolding doesn't work. You can't use the kind of language Sam has already had going over the top of his head. And there's no threat that you can offer Sam that compares to what he or she has been getting at home. So let's try something different. Let's look at how we explain this game. Now, you tell Sam, here's how we're going to play. A 5 is the best behavior, and a 1 is the worst behavior. So stop there. Say, okay, now Sam, let's say we're talking about lining up in line. What's the worst thing anybody does in class? You don't even point out Sam. Say, Sam, what's the worst thing people do in line? Oh, they push, they shove. Excellent, Sam. That is something very bad they do in line. And Sam, what is some kids doing? You know, I see you doing it sometimes, Sam. What's the best kind of behavior in line? Well, they have their hands folded. That's right, Sam. Sam, show me. Just sit there and show me the worst behavior. Ugh! Sam's having fun. And you say, Sam, that's not the worst behavior. Here's the worst behavior. Yeah. See? It's a game, my friends. When you're role-playing negative behavior, it's not negative behavior anymore. Role-playing the wrong thing to do is positive behavior because you're acting it out and using it as a demonstration, not a reaction. So you talk about the wrong kind of behavior in line, on the playground, opening your books. I heard about a kid. He opens his backpack every day and just dumps everything out. Yes, that's the wrong behavior. Talk about the wrong behavior. Talk about the right behavior. You model the do and you model the don't. Brainiac, you are so right. And then you talk about, listen to me, you talk about the best kind of behavior and behavior in between. Take some time. And then we say, you show them some sticker rewards. Big point. You know what I'm going to do, don't you, my regular friends? You know what's going to happen. Tell me what's going to happen. Yes, that's right. Coach B is taking off the glasses. Glasses come off when it's important. We don't give away junk in a whole brain teaching classroom. We don't give away lottery tickets, play money, marbles in a jar, candy, treasure chest stuff. We don't do that because we're saving the junk, the rewards, for Sam. You see, it's a long year. We're looking way down the road to when we got to deal with Sam. So you find out what Sam likes. Does he like Batman? Does he like NASCAR? Does she like Barbies? Does she like the Bratz dolls? Can't stand those Bratz dolls. What's Sam like? Show him some stickers. In middle school, we had a kid who said, you know what? I'd like to win an energy drink. Yeah. As if that kid needed energy. Another kid wanted a big jawbreaker. So there's some tangible reward. We like lots of little rewards and bigger rewards. So let's say you've found out enough that you find some stars or whatever, stickers for Sam. And then you show Sam the stickers, you explain, Sam, these stickers are valuable. Now this is a 2-point sticker, this is a 5-point sticker, this is a 15-point sticker. That's what it is. So you explain the value of the stickers, and then you say, Sam, we're going to compare scores at the end of each day. Now stick with me. How do we compare scores? Let's look at the slide. The teacher is going to write down her score, and Sam is going to write down her score. They're not going to show each other. It's in secret. And then you compare scores. This is the big dramatic moment. Compare scores. If Sam's score matches the teacher's score, Sam gets 2 points. If Sam's score misses the teacher's score by 1 point, Sam gets a point. If Sam misses by more than 2, there's no points. Why? Students are rewarded for seeing their behavior from the teacher's point of view. Points are used to buy stickers or other small rewards. I got a great question here. Kate, good to see you online. Got a great question here from TL. How long do you wait? Here's my answer. You wait as long as humanly possible. You try all of our other techniques. At this point in the year, I, Coach B, am giving you permission to go ahead and try it. Because it's the end of the year. It's not a long year anymore. And if you've got a kid who is just full of negative energy at the start of next year, try the scoreboard, try practice cards, try the guff counter, try independence. If your teacher's intuition tells you that nothing's going to work with this kid except a bullseye, try the stuff anyway because you have a long time with this child. Nonetheless, though we recognize and endorse the incremental approach, if you need to, use the bullseye game whenever you think you need to, but understand, it's a long year. You know what, Buzley? If your teacher's intuition, and you are a very, very experienced teacher, and an outstanding one, Buzley, if your teacher's intuition tells you it's time for the bullseye game with this child, go ahead. You only learn if it's a right or wrong time by trying it. You know what, Ms. Murdoch? What if Sam already has his program responses? He's been in trouble so much that he knows what the teacher wants to hear him say. So, Ms. Murdoch, you're saying, what if Sam is going to try to con the game? We're ready for Sam. We're ready for that kind of Sam, but that's a very, very sophisticated Sam. Let's go back to our screen. Now, here we are. What are the advantages of the bullseye game? Students earn points based upon accountability. And that's what we want. It's rare. It's rare for a child. It's rare for a human being to admit to any kind of responsibility for negative behavior. It's always finger pointing. So when Sam says, I had a 1 day, and the teacher agrees it was a 1 day, that is a conceptual milestone for any human being. Look at the screen again. Ms. Murdoch, don't assume we don't have an answer for you yet, because we've seen these wise Sams. When a student sees their behavior from the teacher's point of view, they win. No scolding is involved. Even on their worst day, students can score 2 points by objectively evaluating their behavior. And then a powerful counseling bond is developed between teacher and student. When a student scores a 1, ask what's going on at home. There you are. Even on the child's worst day, they can leave a winner by saying, it was a bad day. I threw myself on the floor. I kicked and I screamed. And then you can say, Sam, what's going on at home? You have to understand the difference between this game and the way Sam is usually related to. There's no scolding. There's no finger shaking. There's no adult coming down hard on Sam. This is what's made Sam who she is that kind of world. It's a game situation. It's a situation in which there is no penalty. Now, Sam cusses and does other things. You do what is typical for that kind of behavior. But this is set apart from that. This is a game that Sam can win by learning one of the greatest moral attributes, ethical honesty. And then you get a chance to talk to Sam. All right, my friends, give me a couple more questions. I'm still Mrs. Murdoch. I've got your question in my hip pocket. Now, what problems may develop? Other students may complain. Hey, how come Sam gets to play that game? We've got the answer to that. You say, all my kids get special attention, but not everyone gets the same kind of special attention. But that's what a good teacher says, no matter what is going on in class, where you're giving one student some individual guidance. We all get special attention. It's just different kinds of special attention. That's what you say. Look at the screen. A student may con the game and engage in negative behavior and then be honest about it. When you see a pattern, give no points for 1 scores. So here you are, Mrs. Murdoch. So Sam says, because he's wise beyond his years, yes, I was a very bad boy today. I got a 1 behavior. When you see Sam doing that for a while, that's fine. He's buying into the game. There's no scolding. Give him some of the little rewards. But then you say, Sam, you are doing so good. You're winning these 2 points every single time. Now we're changing the bullseye to 2, 3, 4, and 5. So Sam, if you've got a 1 behavior and I think you've got a 1 behavior, I'm sorry, my friend. There's no points for 1 behavior anymore. Let's go for 2 behavior. Now Sam will say, okay, I've just got a 2 behavior today. I'm ever so sorry. Keep making the bullseye smaller and smaller. And focus. If Sam is a completely different kind of kid, who's just a completely out of control kid, and he's not able to do anything but 1 behaviors, then the game may be too hard. The game may be too hard. Then you have Sam choose a behavior to focus on. For example, lining up. So, here's the deal. You start off with Sam. How is your behavior all day long? He evaluates that. You see how he's doing. You get him into the little rewards. But if Sam is severe behavior problem, you know that Sam just can't control herself. Then you say, all right, Sam, here's 10 behaviors. Lining up, writing neatly, shouting out, keeping your hands to yourself. Write down the 10 behaviors. Sam, pick one that you want to work on before first recess. And at first recess, we'll talk about how you did. Yes, make the game simpler and simpler and simpler, so that Sam only has one thing to focus on for a short period of time. You could even give Sam a timer. Sam, we're going to start that timer. Let's see if you can keep from throwing yourself on the floor for 10 minutes. And then we'll talk about how your behavior was at recess. Sam says, I didn't throw myself on the floor. What's that? You say, Sam, that's a 5. Oh, okay. Now remember that for after first recess. One thing that you'll find is kids will sometimes score themselves worse than they really were. They're in that I'm a miserable human being phase. They did pretty good, you know. They got a 3 that day. I messed up again. Sam, I'm sorry. You say you got a 1, I say you got a 3. Let's talk about the difference between those two. But Sam, no points for you. Sam, you don't get points for being too easy on yourself, and you don't get points for being too hard on yourself. Let's keep talking about what this behavior looks like. Here's a huge point. I'm taking off my glasses. Please pay attention to me. Huge point. Listen to me. This game doesn't work if you're too nice. If you don't want to hurt Sam's feelings, and he had a 1 day, and you say, well, Sam, you kind of messed up at recess, but I'm going to give you a 3, but I want you to work harder tomorrow. No. You can be honest because there's no penalty. Understand what I'm saying? Be honest and objective and keep working with Sam so that he sees the difference between these behaviors. Here's an idea that's just coming to me right now. Make this game simpler at the start. Just have a 1, 2, and a 3 score. And it's pretty easy to tell the difference between 1, 2, and 3. Then you could go to a bigger bullseye. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You see the beauty of that? A 1, 2, 3 bullseye? Very easy to tell the difference between excellent behavior, average behavior, and not such good behavior. Tell me how you like that 1, 2, 3 bullseye. I'm taking a shot, a California Clear, to the inspiration of my muse. Here you go. Yes, Mrs. Murdoch. Ms. Murdoch, I would love for you to try this game and tell us about it on the forum at wholebrainteaching.com. Now, here's a summary. Let's look at it. Bullseye game, a game for the most challenging kids, those who are immune to penalty. Kids score 2 points for matching the teacher's score, 1 point when they miss the teacher's score by a point. Kids can experience success even on their worst days simply by correctly evaluating their behavior. And then points are cashed in for small prizes. The game's all penalty, no reward. Now, Nancy, you've tried the bullseye game. Budsley, if you've tried, tell folks about how it works. Have you been a success? Here's the big picture of the levels. We're now up to the bullseye game, and next week, the agreement bridge. What is the agreement bridge? It is our ultimate, no penalty, no peer pressure, one-on-one counseling game where the kid is so troubled you're going to have to break down some walls and get to know them a little bit, and they have to get to know you before you're going to make any progress. But I've got to say, my friends, in 10 years, we very, very rarely had to go beyond the bullseye game, but it's beautiful to know you've got something in your hip pocket to work with the most defiant, troubled, walled-up kids in the teaching universe. So here is our dear Ms. Linenthal again. What does she have to say?
Gosh, the bullseye game sounds great, but how could I get professional development credit for this broadcast and a copy of these slides?
Ms. Linenthal, that's a great question. Here's what you do. You go to wholebrainteaching.com, which I'll show you in a second. You click on the PayPal button, and you donate $5.26. That's $5.26 is the code number for this program. I get that money from PayPal, and I send you a PDF copy of these slides, sometimes within minutes, If you hit the electronic lottery, it'll be within minutes. And you get this marvelous certificate, electronic, certifying you've been here and you've attended the Bullseye game, and you can turn it in to your district. So who are we and what do we do? We are whole brain teaching, education reformers, and the base of our pyramid is based upon free videos, free conferences, and a free website. Let's stop right there, my friends. Check out the website. There's not an advertisement on the website. Go to our YouTube videos. No advertisements. Why? We're teachers like you. We hate advertisements. Now, at the top is Learning Heaven. Next week, the Agreement Bridge, the ultimate of ultimate tools for dealing with challenging kids. So, you like whole brain teaching. What can you do? Look at wholebrainteaching.com. I'll show you some of the beginning things. Send me an email if you want me to come to your school site and do some teaching. And if you didn't get a certificate last time, send me an email again. I will get you a certificate. My friends, I'd love to come to your school, have an administrator contact me. Let us look at the website. Here we are. Go to the home page. Daisy D, I'd love to come to Warrensburg. Daisy D, I will be coming to Jackson, Missouri, if you're going to be there. So, folks, here is the levels, and there's a description of the Bullseye game right there. Over here, here is the PayPal account. And let's look at where we're going to be this summer. Can I see you this summer? Our national convention is in Louisiana, as it has been for a while. That's June 14th, 15th, and 16th. We'll be in Union, Missouri, Daisy D, July 11 and 12. And we have July 11 and 12, we're in Canton, Ohio. July 17th and 18th, we are in Union, Missouri. And we've got more conferences coming up. Well, my friends, tell me if you have any questions before Coach B signs off. Penn State, SweeTech, I will put a note up about Penn State. Ms. Murdoch, get me an invitation. I'll be in Dallas. I'm going to be in Bakersfield this weekend at Garza Elementary. Come along, Garza Elementary, Bakersfield. Say that you're my personal guest this Saturday. Come by about 8:30. In Jackson, we will put up the date for Jackson before too long. So, folks, this is how we end up. Yes, June 19th, York Kate is still on. Kate, yes, Kate, you want to know about the 10 levels. My friends, anybody out there kind of interested in being a whole brain teaching certified teacher? Oh, I take that back. Not a whole brain certified teacher. A whole brain board certified teacher. Anybody interested in that? Not just certified. Board certified. I bet you're interested. You may have seen some notes about it on Facebook. It's coming, my friend. Googly moogly, Brainiac. Yeah. Board certified teacher, board certified mentor teacher, board certified district presenter. Oh yeah, there's going to be some levels there, my friends. We'll give you the details before long. Just wanted to see how interested you are. I feel the interest. Now, before I sign off, let me know where you're from. Where are you from? Let those places just roll down. Come on, my friends. Where are you from? Florida, Garland, Texas, Kentucky, California, New Jersey, Missouri, Indianapolis, Charm City, USA, Fort Lauderdale, Milton, Delaware, Miltonville, Kansas, Wentzville, Missouri. Oh, my friends, San Diego, Budsley, yes. I want to see you next week for the Agreement Bridge. It's going to be a miracle. Riverside, California, Greenville, South Carolina. What a joyful thing it is. Teachers helping teachers. So this is what we say every night, my friends. Every Tuesday night. God bless us. We've got the greatest jobs in the world. A doctor just gets you back to normal. Normal's not good enough for a teacher. We don't heal you. We heal you better than you've ever been before. So we are blessed by this incredible profession. God bless us. Power to the teachers, my friends. It's Coach B signing off. See you next Tuesday night.